What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, for all of you who are supporters, go into your page and go ahead and re-support your boy to get yourself the new coach for Season 4. First off, I want to say thank you very much. You guys can see supporter rank. First off, thank you to Travis, who is third place on my supporter rank, has been supporting me for quite some time. He has gone ahead and extended his thing, and I just want to take a picture on how to do it. You guys can see right there. Click that extend button, go to my page, click on support, extend. Thank you so much for all the supporters this season. I will continue giving out the codes till the 20th, which is the last day, for all new supporters as well too. And any existing supporters, when you scrape over to Season 4, all the new codes will be coming your way as well. Please, please, please go and extend. Make sure you're there. Your boy will always be available to make sure that you guys get what you need to continue enjoying the game and getting the best out of what you get from me, which is support for the community and as much content as possible. Now, I do want to cover this a little bit too. A lot of folks have been asking me how to beat Baran mode on free to play. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. This is a live stream from today. So I beat him this morning with the folks who were there. So thank you for everybody who joined me in the live stream. We're going to go over everything that I did and how I beat this. Okay, so first off, this is the team here. So we used Gun He, we used Alicia and Sa, and we got ourselves the Moon Shadow Daggers and the Plum Sword as our two weapons. The two skills that I used are going to be the Magnifying Slashes, which I chose as my rune, by the way, so make sure you have that. It's going to do a ton of damage on him, so you definitely want to have that available. And then I chose the Almighty Break, the light version. That's right, the light version, not the dark version, because there's no dark version of it, obviously, but it does a lot of break for you. That's why I brought two other breakers to make sure things happen quickly. And then I used Big Rock as my Shadow Authority in order to get out more skill damage. And then, of course, Cerberus and Iron in case I need to do a little bit more punishment in regards to the Combustion, which is obviously 5% more damage. And then the defense break in case my shadow step is not up. In terms of equipment, I used 4-piece expert, 4-piece curse, 50% crit, 198% crit damage, 23k attack overall, just so everyone's aware. In terms of these guys, 8-piece greed on Gun He, 4 and 4 on Alicia, so 4 curse, 4 expert, and then 8-piece on Sa. Okay, so everyone at least sees it. You guys can see power wise 586 versus 652. So you guys can at least see how this fight went, and you guys can. I'll show you guys the setup and how I got it done. Okay, so let me just make sure I got the right. I think we got the right one here. Perfect. Okay, so let's step back a bit and go to the beginning of the fight, where I think this is the one where I lost. So let me just make sure, or did we? No, we won this one. Okay, I just want to make sure I won the right place. So there are two phases to this fight that you guys need to be aware of. All right, so here's the actual fight itself. So let's go through the phases. Again, this is the live stream version. First phase, he starts off with the Demon Longsword. We all know it needs a buff. Clearly, he needs it as well. This right here was a bad shot. First thing he does is that breath. Now, don't be mistaken with that breath in terms of how it works with Serbi. He casts it way, way, way faster. You saw that I just got hit by it. Literally, it's like blink of an eye almost. So just make sure you time this one and you can shadow step right through it and get behind him and start your onslaught. But you do need to watch. See right there, it's pretty quick, right? So start off with your breaks. So you can see the Almighty Break works really well here. I start off with the Plum Sword, and that breath, by the way, is he rotates it. So it's a slow rotation. Don't have to worry too much about it, okay? This phase, he goes up in the air, and what he ends up doing here is he comes down with a slash. Pretty straightforward. That one is easy to avoid. There's another phase where he does that again. This always happens right after, okay? He goes in for a running slash, all right? And then he'll try to hit you in the air, and then he'll come down as well. So you can shadow step either or method, either when he comes like that right there, or you can do the initial. Now that, if you don't dodge it, will actually hit you. All right, so this is where he kind of starts going a little berserk. And then you'll notice a couple different things. He goes up in the air again, and now he starts putting lightning on the ground. So you need to move around in this phase, all right? So just avoid, avoid, avoid. You guys can see here it does quite a bit of damage. And then he comes down slowly. You can actually start damaging when he comes down. That's like a free few hits. Now you want to break him quickly because you got to get phase 1 out of the way ASAP. If you don't get phase 1 out of the way quickly, you're not going to have enough time for phase 2 where he goes into using his daggers. Now this here is his ultimate attack with this. Okay, he winds up right there. Then he comes down with the slash right there. You'll see a little, okay, so I'm going to go back for a sec. You'll see a little red, let me go back for 2 seconds. You're going to see right here. Again, he winds up, right? And then he does a, right here, watch. You're going to see like a red cross come up. That's when he does the attack. Watch this. Here we go. It's going to come up right there. Right there, right there. See the red? That's when you move. So that's your cue to get the hell out of dodge, right? If you don't, you're about to get killed. Now, thing to notice here, he'll do that, but then there's a little after effect that happens, so you need to get out of there and don't go in front. So don't use your shadow step right away. Let him finish the full animation, because my mistake last time was I did it too quickly, and I actually ended up being beside the sword. It literally nicked me and killed me, okay? So that's pretty much the end of phase 1. Now, you want to be around a minute, minimum, minute 40 to get it done. All right, if you have less than a minute 40 left, chances are you're not going to be able to finish it. So make sure you give yourself that little bit of time. Now, phase 2, he goes into second phase where he brings out his daggers. So there's the demon daggers right there. They look like Kratos' warglaives. They look amazing. Honestly, I can't wait for these weapons to come out. I'm so excited for them. But anyway, so first thing he does, comes back again with a little bit of an attack here with lightning. That's the first thing he does. So just run away again. He's going to start coming down slowly. This is your chance to attack. Now his break bar does return. So your goal again is to break. Now you guys can see here I'm doing magnifying slashes a lot. Second thing he does is always that breath. I've noticed that every time. So just shadow step that breath. Don't worry about shadow stepping the lightnings. It's not worth it. There you go. You guys see breath is done. Again, gives you a big opening to do a lot of your damage skills. And then here he'll start doing 2 slashes. 1, 2, and then he'll go again. Another rotation right about now. 3, right? 4. There you go. Those 4 attacks. If you can shadow step it, ignore them. Now he's going to start doing 1 disappearing attack, 2 disappearing attack, and then right here you can shadow step and then break. Okay, super, super easy. At this point, if you have the same setup as me, you should be able to break. And then from here, you want to just cast your ultimate. Hit him as hard as you possibly can with your ult. Make sure if you are using the plum sword, you do full bloom first, then amplify and draw dash, and then into this. Okay, so this will work. Now, if you of course have the moon shadow daggers, you see I have 2 stacks of that up. That does help as well. He's going to go invincible right now. Okay, and then here he's going to just pretty much freak out and start coming in with lightning. And this is, so here's how this phase works. I want to explain this phase. You're going to see his shadows, all right? 2 times. 1 shadow, 2 shadow, dodge. It's the exact same thing as Kang. See, look, 1, watch. 1, 2, dodge. Okay? And he does it 3 times. So if you can avoid that the 3 times, you're golden. It'll give you guys a chance to also get yourself your full shadow step in, which will then at the end of the day set up this last phase part. Now this, I got very lucky here. I actually ended up killing him right before the time ended, but this here obviously is a big issue because it does take a lot of time away when he's up in the air like that. So again, shadow step here with the breath. It's always that same thing. He does the lightning, then the shadow breath, okay? You guys can see the magnifying slash ends up killing him. So there you guys go. The main things for phase 2 to avoid is that disappearing slash when he does it 3 times. Break him by then. Whenever he does his lightning move, get ready for the breath right after. Shadow step that, obviously. And then obviously that Kang phase where he goes stealth mode, right? That stealth mode phase, you have to dodge after the second shadows. It goes 1 shadow, 2 shadow, dodge, right? That's how you're going to survive that phase. So a lot of you guys who are struggling with that, that's the pattern. Just watch the shadows. You'll see them. The second time it happens, just dodge. Do it 3 times and you're golden. All right, so magnifying slashes, very, very important. This is why I told you guys to choose it if you didn't have the heroic version of it. The Almighty Break Light version worked really well for me. 2 breakers. And you could bring, honestly, you don't have to bring Alicia if you don't want to. You could bring Mirai for more damage, but again, he's resistant to wind, so that's not a very good option. Wu's not a very good option, of course, resistant to wind. So what you can do instead is bring someone like Meilin for more survivability and more attack power. You can bring Harper if you have Harper. I don't have Harper personally, my free-to-play. Harper would be the best choice. Obviously, Lim is another good option if you're looking for your core damage to do more as well, too. And also someone like Hong Suk and what's the other person that I was thinking of? Libora. So bring in a couple different dark units. SM Beck is great as well too because it gives you more attack power, so you'll have more to do there. But there you guys go. That is the full-on fight. Amazing time. Had a great time doing this. So I'm really hoping to see that that translates over to WOBL and it's the same level of fun and more challenge there. All right, guys. Payne, thank you so much for watching. Please go extend your support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.